Three questions, 10 minutes of Sunderland chat. Number one, where's this comeback mentality come from? 4 games coming back from a goal down. We're asking our team just how far it can take them. Will it take them to promotion? Plus, when Mundell comes back, what happens to Mayenda? And who's finishing top and bottom? Because the league is now sorting itself out. Welcome back to 10 minutes of Sunderland chat. My name is Mark. We lead Where Black Cats Walk, and we've got Sunderland experts in Charlie, Jamie, John, and Leo with us, all from social media. Let's get straight into the debate then, Jamie. Some performance against Norwich, which is, of course, we're recording this after that and before the Blackburn game. Let's just have a look at the statistics on the last 4 games. You went a goal down to Stoke and came back to win it 2-1. You went a goal down to Bristol City and drew 1-1. 2 goals down to Swansea and still won it 3-2. And a goal down to Norwich and still pulled it back to 2-1. So then, Sunderland used to have this mentality of a goal down and that was it, game over. But where's this mentality coming from, Jamie?
Yeah, we certainly did. It was a case of before, if we went a goal down, we thought it was game over. But I can only put it down to the kind of the youth and the kind of just the kind of the attitude in the team at the moment. The young boys just go after teams and they don't really show any fear. They don't know when they're beaten, even away from home. Swansea, 2 goals down, just finding something in the tank there to keep going. And I think when they get one, they always have the tails, and we think they can get another one. I think the luck will run out eventually. You can't keep doing it. It would be nice to go 2 or 3 before half time, but so far so good. They're resilient and they're proving a tough team to get rid of.
Yeah, thanks for that, Jamie. Charlie, do you agree with that? That all the posters have said that this youthful side doesn't know any fear. They don't know when they're beaten. Does that help when you've got something like that in the team?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely helpful. Like, it's mainly, I think they're all just trying to impress, I think, is the main thing. This means trying to keep their place in the team, and that's only going to help us long term. Give a bit of credit to Libri as well. It's no coincidence that it's all started since he came in. So
he said himself in the interview this week that he likes the character of the team. We also should point out 11 unbeaten at the Stadium of Light. I mean, that's no bad feat, Larry, is it? What is it? What does he mean when the character of the team? What have you liked about the character of this team yourself?
I think just alluding to what got mentioned before about the youthfulness in the team. I think there's a fearless factor. They don't fear anyone in front of them. I feel like previous seasons, as we've got this massive following, the massive home crowd, there's kind of been a fear of getting beat rather than going out to win the game. But that's nothing like what we've got this season. We go out to beat every single team and outplay every team. And it's working an absolute treat, especially these past few games.
Okay. Cheers for that, both of you. The one fly in the ointment, John, as some people have said, is that whilst we're great at going forward and so on defensively, we just need some more players that are willing to put a tackle in. This poster summed it up. Chris said here, we need some Kevin Ball type players in the team. Some in the team don't like to make a tackle. Also, the front 3 need to press more and stop going down too easily when trying to get a free kick. Plus more passing from the team, times to hold on to the ball. I get what Chris is kind of saying there, John. Do you agree in the sentiment of that? The front 3 perhaps need to do more defensively?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I mean, we've got a defensive midfielder in Dan Neil who's not really a defensive midfielder. We've got Salas who's Samed or whatever his name is injured, so we're sort of shoehorning Dan Neil. No, he's not that type of player. He knows when to take a book in and those types of things. But I think we're missing that central midfielder in the like that enforcer. I think Brown was maybe thought he would come in and be that, but I don't think he is that. So we're maybe missing that little bit of experience in the team. But for me, conceding, I think we just switch off a little bit, and I think that's a naivety of just how young we are. That's all. Because obviously, if we're switched on the short corner yesterday, we win the game 2-0, and everyone's happy. But yeah, we seem to have these moments of switching off, and like you say, it'll probably catch up with us soon, and some teams will punish us. But you can't fault the never say die attitude from the team.
Okay, it was a bit of a feisty game, that Norwich one, wasn't it? Charlie, the Sunderland fans was saying that Borges Saints was a disgrace. play acting became a pantomime villain. Do you agree or?
Oh, 100%. And he was down my end quite a lot in the first half. And you could just see him. There was at one point the ball had gone for a throw in, and Chris Rigg had gone to pick it up, and you could just see him like getting lippy in his ear, and Rigg was just like, "Well, what are you doing?" But then all that happened is our fans then got more up for it, more involved with the game, and then 75th minute we're 2-1 up. So I think for all he was going on like a bit of a knacker, it was probably end up being better for us long term because we were like, right, how about then? We'll give it back to you.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Norwich fans will have the same view of it. If you've just come across the channel, do press the subscribe on the button below. We'd love to get this channel moving. We really appreciate all the comments that you've given us so far. On to question 2 then, Jamie. Mayenda. So he's been, well, some weeks he's great on the left, some weeks he's not. Well, I'll put it to you this way, as this poster says. We think we lack a bit of balance until Mundel is back. I'd put Isidore on the left, Roberts on the right, and Mayenda up top. But Jamie, what would you do?
I think when Isidore went on the left a few weeks back, I think every fan was complaining that he needs to stay central. It's like catch-22, isn't it? I think Mayenda, like you say, he's hot and cold, but Isidore stopped scoring, so he needs to hit the net soon. It could potentially be a case of Mundel on the left, Mayenda high, and Roberts on the right for a stretch. Maybe give Isidore a rest when they're all fit. But it's a nice selection sheet to have, isn't it? Rather than kind of we were a couple of weeks ago scratching for players and wondering who can play where and kind of on a bare 11 really. But can only be good for the team, really, can't it? And Watson as well can't be hopefully too far away in January.
Yeah, when he's back, yeah, absolutely. Leo, what would you do when Mundel's back?
I think how he was playing before the injury, he has just got to come straight in. I'm not sure about starting as soon as he's back. Obviously, managing minutes, and we've got a lot of games over the winter period, so we're managing minutes for anyone at this point anyway. But he's earned his spot from before he got injured. And before he got injured, no one was going to take that from him, so he deserves that back.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, both of you, for that. Finally, this week, now that you've Sunderland have played nearly every team, Blackburn aside, of course, you should be able to predict, based on what you've seen, who's going to win the league and who's definitely going down. So we want you now to give us the best team you've played so far this season and the worst team. Might not be in the bottom 3 or the top 3, but who's been the best? Who's been the best, John?
It's quite a tough one, actually. I mean, we did well against them, but Sheffield United, I wouldn't say they're the best, but they just know how to get results, and they're just getting it done. And those are the teams that win the league. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say they're the best or anything special, but they're just winners. Even though I'd say we probably did batter them a bit, but they seem to be going for it, and it's going well.
Okay, Charlie. Okay, switching this on. Who is the best side you've played against so far up to this part of the season?
Leeds, I think, for me. And I think they've comfortably got the best squad in the league. That's definitely. I do agree with John that Sheffield United do just win games, but Leeds are the best team for me.
Okay. Let's flip it on its head then. Jamie, who's the worst side that you've played this season that you comfortably were surprised how bad they were?
Probably a toss-up. I think they've improved a lot since the time, but Sheffield Wednesday were terrible when they came up here early in the season, but they've really kicked on. Oxford were dreadful. I'll probably say on Portsmouth down there were an easy one compared to what's normally like going to Fratton Park. But I will probably say Oxford.
Okay, Leo,
I'm going to agree there and say Oxford. I think as we spoke about, a bit of naivety in the defence at times. Oxford's the only team we've played where we could have played 180 minutes, and I don't think they would have got anywhere near us.
Okay. All right. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments below. And our final message, of course, is to wish each and every single one of you watching a very Merry Christmas. Lots of games for Sunderland coming up. Blackburn away, Sheffield United, of course, as well, which is going to be a very interesting game, of course, to watch. We'll be with you to review all of that, of course, in a week's time. Thank you to all our team on here for all their efforts over the previous 22 weeks. And thank you all very much for watching. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 7 days' time. Merry Christmas, everyone.